Hello everyone, thanks for watching. I want to tie a micro nymph, or it's not that micro, but it's a size 18, and I'm gonna actually turn it into a little jig hook using one of those jig offset beads, tungsten. So I've got a really small 2 millimeter black tungsten bead on here, and then I've put a tungsten off jig bead on there. So I'll start with my tying thread in between two beads. Tie it down. Oop, there we go. Trim away the excess. Now I actually gotta fix the off jig bead into an up position. I'm really sorry for getting my hands in the way, but I have to get around this bead, tie it down. I'm gonna flip the fly, see if it's in the correct position, and it is. Now it's actually a really smart idea just to take a little bit of lacquer or Sapigap. I'll drop my needle over here. Oh, there we go. So I'll just take a little bit of lacquer and put it on the bottom on the thread wraps just to secure it. Close this off, put it to the side. So for the tail, I'm just going to use good old pheasant, and I'll strip off, oh, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 fibers. Oh, tiny little tail. Put it on here. Just tie it down all the way. Trim away the excess. Oh, I like to keep the tail fairly short, about half of the hook shank. So I'm going to tie a little piece of ribbing because we want to make the fly durable. Just hate it when the bite is on that I have to change over flies because it's not tied correctly. Here we are. And for the body, I'm just going to use some pheasant tail as well. Tie it in. A couple of wraps on the bottom. Tie it down. Going to the back. Make sure I'm in the right place. Advance to the front. I'll take my pheasant, create my body. Just wrap it forward. Nice even turns. Pretty slim profile. Tie this down. Just one little wrap, and then take the ribbing. Five turns. Tie it down as well. And now I'm actually tying them down together, and this will save me a couple of thread wraps because we're working on such a small fly. I'm using the FIFA 60 knot. Break off the ribbing. I'll flip my vise and let me just flip the vise for you. Really cool looking nymph. Now we just have to create some legs. Finish off the fly. For this I'll take, again, one of my favorite dubbings, which is basically a little bit of hair with CDC. And I'll spin that very tight. You only need a little bit. Slide it up the thread. Go in between. there we are. Now we just got a whip finish. And I'll do that in between the beads. You don't have to put any lacquer on it or whatever. It's pretty well protected in between those beads actually. Snip away my thread. And I'll take my dubbing needle, and I can see this has a very long little fiber sticking out, so I'll get rid of that. And I'll take my needle and just pluck out just a few of those little hairs to imitate some legs. Again, a little longer one here. Take that away. Boom, and we're done. So we have a really cool looking nymph. It's very effective. It rides hook point up, so you don't get snagged in rocks and stuff like that. And you can actually tie this in any color you like. I'm just using a bleached pheasant and just a little bit of tan hair dubbing. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check us out next time.